For us, it's not a job. This is just kind of what we like to do and a passion, so it's pretty cool. I think what makes Fulshear special is it still has its small town charm, even though there's been expansion and the urbanization of the greater areas. And I think that shows in all the patrons that stop by, that you can get, someone that comes in and was just doing some ranching and someone who just got home from their oil and gas job and they're 9 to 5 and coming down and they get to talk to each other, sit down and kind of share a pint and talk about each other's backgrounds.
Well, it all started about 7 years ago.
We were craft beer nerds in the Pacific Northwest.
We went to a little nano brewery to learn how to brew. We did a solo class and fell in love with it.
From then on, it triggered that fire and that passion and just kept on doing it at home and she kept up with it.
Certain breweries I've been to, it's always been male brewers or just males in the back end.
I constantly have to remind people that they're addressing me, but I have no knowledge of how that beer is made. I only know how to drink the beer, so I have to direct them to the head brewer, the brew queen here.
I've gotten a lot of customers that will start talking to my husband about the beer, and he's like, I don't know, talk to her, she made it. So it's pretty cool. It's like, oh yeah, I made it.
She's very passionate. She continues to be a student of the trade and is constantly digging into books and getting smarter every day. She works hard to make her product better, and it really shows, I feel like, in the finished product. So the name?
Project Halo. So project, it's our project. Halo, when he was in the military, he was part of a Halo team.
High altitude, low opening special forces team, and Halo just sounded too cool to not use. While I was in the service, I was in for just under 14 years, and I was in special forces, so deployed to both, all the theaters of operation to include Afghanistan, the Philippines, and Iraq. And eventually I got to a point where I was no longer able to do that, so we ended up coming out here to Texas to pursue this craft beer dream. I'm super and incredibly proud of what Melissa's accomplished, from her devotion to the craft of beer. What really sets us apart, again, is my wife's beer and my wife's ability to make a delicious beer, and it doesn't matter if there's a man or woman or et cetera behind the beer. It's anyone can make great beer, and beer is for everyone.